Led by Donkey's line of duty video smashed Boris Johnson on Partygate.
I would say that video is almost as damaging as the still photographs of him at the party.
But since 2018, their actions have been consistently going viral on social media and in the media.
Led by donkeys.
Led by donkeys.
Led by donkeys.
So how do they do it? They got started by putting tweets on billboards to embarrass politicians on Brexit.
I remember putting the first one up, and when we finished it at about midnight and stepped back, we thought, fuck, that just looks extraordinary to see a tweet that big. Then they went viral very quickly.
Their amateur billboards turned into a nationwide phenomenon.
It took off because they were exposing hypocrisy with information.
We're kind of information activists. All of the information is there in a design that you understand immediately.
Crucially, they led with evidence, not opinion.
We haven't always got it right, but we try to not tell people what to think. There's much more power where you just present the evidence in a creative way.
Why not throw politicians' own words back at them?
And don't say to the public, and therefore this is what you need to think about it.
And the way they presented it turned these tweets into a real life thing.
There was a sense that something had happened in the community, a real thing, street theatre, people were stopping and talking about them.
You ask me if I feel about him, I don't feel. He doesn't feel for me.
There's a word for this, to reify, to turn an idea into a thing. You can call it thingify, thingification. And this was the secret behind their approach to video. They didn't just upload them to social media.
We projected the first film onto the Houses of Parliament so that MPs and cabinet ministers would be forced to look up and see it. And the viewer of the film that we make of it knows that they're seeing it, and thus to create conflict.
Last week, senior officers who work in this building issued a statement declaring they would not be investigating the unlawful Christmas party held in Downing Street last year.
By creating conflict, they make it news.
Online activist group called Led by Donkeys, and they put on quite a stunt yesterday.
Because conflict is news.
It was a very well put together sort of stunt.
And in this story, the audience have a key role.
There's a principle that comes actually out of the Quaker movement, which is the concept of bearing witness. Merely by standing and observing an injustice, you are doing something powerful to challenge it.
This motivates the audience to not just watch it, but share it, which exposes the injustice and pressures their target.
This evening, Dame Cressida Dick resigned from the top job. She'd been under increasing pressure.
Turning it from led by donkeys versus the powerful to the people versus the powerful.
People are deeply offended by the disregard for the facts.
This helped their line of duty video to burst out of the echo chamber.
You knowingly and intentionally flouted the rules because you believe you're above the law.
The police interview format let them expose hypocrisy with evidence.
LBD1 is an email sent by your principal private secretary, Martin Reynolds.
It also created conflict.
Well, fella, you've got another thing coming, believe you me.
Which helped turn it into news.
We wanted to show you this one.
This is a favourite.
Actually, this is Line of Duty's Anti-Corruption Unit AC-12.
This allowed it to spread way beyond the usual suspects.
It's not a laughing matter, it is very clever.
It holds him up as a figure of absolute ridicule.
Well, I was happiest when someone had ripped it, put it into WhatsApp, and it arrived in my street WhatsApp group, being shared by non-political people, and that for me was real success.
Look, let's be real. Taking on corruption is going to need a hell of a lot more than viral videos. But creativity and these approaches are actually a powerful secret weapon to get ideas outside of the echo chamber and increase that pressure on the powerful.
You'll go and let them have done with you.
Hey, it's Richard from Video Rev. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ben. I feel like I learned a load from this, and I've been making more of these. So if you want more of that, then follow Video Rev and let me know who we should look at next.